So I want to spotlight a tool real quick, and that is the ratcheting cable shears. These are made by Klein. You can get some off-brands that are cheaper. There's two different styles here. One of them, the jaw just sort of rolls around like that, and this one, the jaw is closed like that, which allows you to get in a lot tighter spaces. But anyways, obviously they're for cutting thick electrical cable, and I love them for that. But what I really like using them on is when I'm demoing line sets or something like that, and maybe like some seal tight or just something. Now obviously you don't want to cut steel with them or anything hard, but anything soft like copper, it just works great to cut it right out of there. So it makes really quick work of line sets. If you just want to cut a rough length, I'll do that a lot, and then go back later when I've got everything bent and marked up and use a tubing cutter. So it saves a lot of time that way, because you can just rough cut pieces very easily. But this is 7/8 soft copper, and you can see that it'll just go straight through it. You can cut, if you have a suction line and a liquid line side by side, and if you're demoing that and the thermostat wire, I mean, you just stick it straight up there and cut everything at one time. It works really great. But anyways, what they also work really good for is a reversing valve. So you know how you've got the 3 pipes coming down, and then you've got another pipe on top. Well, you can get in there and cut the reversing valve. Now, it looks like I'm cutting my fingers. It's kind of gory, but you can cut the reversing valve out and then desolder each piece individually. Now, this is another style that I think is a lot cheaper. These are pricey. I mean, I'm just going to tell you right now, these are expensive. I think you'll have to look it up. It's been a while since I bought them, but they are expensive. I originally bought them for installing generators, and they were kind of necessary for that. It's sort of a luxury item when it comes to line sets and stuff. But if you run a lot of line sets, or you find yourself really frustrated with reversing valves, this can be a good option. Just cut the valve straight out and then desolder each individual leg. They also work great like Daikin VRVs. I have a P-trap, and if you don't cut that, you'll get a huge ball of fire when we desolder that. So sometimes, cutting out a compressor first can be helpful, and then desoldering the pieces. Now, this is another option. These are, I believe, less expensive, but you're going to have a lot harder time getting into the tight spaces on like a reversing valve. And also it can be harder to get these crushed around line sets enough to where they'll ratchet, whereas this, you just sort of shove it on there. The line set can be sticking out a little bit over here, and it'll still cut it. So anyways, I would recommend these if you're gonna get it for demoing line sets and stuff like that. I really would recommend you spend the extra money. But these are Klein 63060, and these are Klein 63711. So anyway, hope that helps.